Hi, the purpose of this short screencast is to demonstrate in GarageBand how to create a short podcast with background music and then to export that as an MP3 file. So I'm going to drag in my background music. It's got no song or anything, it's just background music. Up here I've made sure metronome's off, ducking's on. That means that when I'm talking the volume of the background sound drops, and I'm showing time. So in here, again, here's the same controls. There's more than one way of doing something, but that shows the fact that I've selected time up here. So what that means is up here, the timer is showing. So that's seconds along the top. I want to come in about 15 seconds, maybe 14 seconds here. So that's a 14-second mark. That's 10, two more of them, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So I'll start at the 14-second mark and do some recording. Here goes for my podcast. Let's keep this short. Hi, I want to do a podcast about a learning task, and my name is student name. I'll stop that and I'll stop that because I think I've got the background sound too loud. Let's just try and see if I'm getting overpowered by that background music. Task, and my name is student name. So I think you can hear there it's too loud, so let's drag this down a little. Let's bring it down to maybe 15, around 15. Let's try this again, so we'll delete that. Let's come back here to maybe the 14-second mark, somewhere there. Let's try recording again. Here goes. Hi, I want to do a podcast about this learning task. My name's student name, and I first of all want to tell you this, and then I want to tell you some more stuff, and then I want to sort of just say that my podcast was about this learning task, and thank you for listening. So I'll stop that, I'll stop that. Let's just go back and try this for sound. See where we are there. Name's student name, and I first of all want to tell you this. I think you'd agree that's not overpowering the voice now, so I've got nice quiet background music. I've set that at about -15. I haven't had to touch this slider here to knock the voice up, and I'm quite happy with the balance there. So again, I've got my show time showing, so I knew where to start and stop my voice. I made sure metronome's off and I made sure ducking was on. I now just want to come to the end of my voice, and I can see that the music keeps going. If I just share this or publish this as an MP3, that music will keep going, or the podcast will keep going as long as that music's there. So I need to come along just past that, and I want to split this file off. So if we come there, I'm selecting on that one. Instead of being on here where I was recording, I'm selecting on the background sound, edit, split. Notice there it split it off, so I want to select the second part there and get rid of it. I've hit the delete key on the keyboard to delete that. So now what happens is I finish talking here at the 30-second mark, and for another few seconds the background music plays and then it stops also. So when I share this as an MP3, it won't keep going on and on and on as long as the song. It's going to finish nicely after a few seconds after my voice finishes. So I'm coming up to share. Export podcast to disk is what I want here. I don't want this to be on AAC encoder because that gives me an M4A file, which is a Apple specific file. I want to be on MP3 because that can play on more, more players, and I can play that from within my Google Mail program. This button over here you can't see, it says export. It's now saying that the project will not be an enhanced podcast. That's fine. It's going to merge into one file, the voice and the sound. Here I'm going to give it a name. Let's call this demo for grade 6. I'm putting that on the desktop so I can find it. Save. Up here, it's only a short file, small file, so this should not take long, but you can see it's doing quite a few little different things. And that's it, done. I now find that MP3 on my desktop and attach it to an email to my teacher.